They've played for more than 100 years, through conference realignments and up and down seasons. When the victory bell is on the line, these two come back around to get this rivalry tuned up. Welcome to one of the most beautiful campuses in the country, Miami University in Oxford, Ohio, and home to the RedHawks. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team from the MAC, the Miami, Ohio RedHawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Bearcats will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the RedHawks offense will go on the attack first. The Bearcats got the better of the RedHawks the last time they met, though it was a tight match throughout.
Yeah, the Bearcats made the big plays in the big moments, and that was the difference in this rivalry game. Who can handle those emotions, the adrenaline? Coming in today, which team, Jesse, you think is going to handle that best?
I think it also comes down to the playmakers on both teams. When the game is on the line, who can step up and make the big play to win the game?
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
The play action fake. Grab near the marker. It's Weaver. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Finn. Finds his man, it's Reynolds. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Reynolds. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, that's a great job working through his progression. The first guy he wanted to throw to wasn't open. He was able to kind of get through it. And lo and behold, there's a guy wide open. Nobody near him. It's a big play for the offense.
The RedHawks are on the move. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Reynolds. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Victory Bell Trophy is the oldest non-conference rivalry in college football. The rivalry itself, based on a township dispute in the early 1800s about income being diverted from Miami to Cincinnati. David, I didn't know that until you told me.
Well, you know, I like to share my notes, Reese, and make you sound smart, but a non-conference rival game is really, really...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This defense, they understood the challenge coming in. Like, he is elusive. He is a game breaker. They were not going to let his legs beat him. That's what they told us anyways. And so far on this first drive, great job getting to him and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. With the catch, it's Reynolds. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
Great job by the defense. Force the quarterback to make the throw. You keep him in front of you, get him on the ground. Now it's in 4th down. Now hopefully they bring in the punt unit and you succeeded.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Cincinnati's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Using his legs, it's Walker. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Bearcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. This rivalry dates all the way back to the late 1800s, 1888, and to this day remains one of the most tightly contested rivalries in all of college football.
Pretty amazing, Reese. It's the oldest current non-conference rivalry in college football. And David, I think when you're playing in a game like this that has this much history, it just adds so much pressure, I think, to both teams.
Well, and the coaches were so cool talking about all the history, all the moments. They know it. They know about it. The players know about it. So it's a contested game usually every year. So competitive. Fun game to kick back and watch.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Bearcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air, it's Sorsby. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
That is a big man in the middle of this 3-4 defense. Over 300 pounds. Look at him just completely cave in the center, right back into the QB.
The Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Now the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Bearcats will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. That'll do it here in the quarter, guys, and Miami, Ohio has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the RedHawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Red pass, it's complete. Turns it on in midfield. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The RedHawks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Reynolds. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple yards.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Finn. And the RedHawks line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They go to the counter. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Walker. Jukes his way for more. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, we'll see what this RedHawks offense can get done this time. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead down.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Now on second down. Looking to pass. It's Finn. Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his tight end. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Wants to return it. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll leave it with him. Nice move there. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Bearcats line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. To the air, it's Sorsby. Pulls it in, it's Walker. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Bringing the heat. Looking for a big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed over the middle, it's Warrior. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
And the Bearcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Punt is on its way. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The RedHawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Scanning the field, it's Finn. Finds a soft spot in the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Tracy. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. He splits the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
And all week, the Bearcats and RedHawks tried to bottle up their emotions, but things just boiled over in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. A lot of football still to be played as these two scratch and claw for the right to claim that victory bell.
And the RedHawks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Leaves it with the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Caught close to the marker, it's Caldwell. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Got it in the middle, it's Royer. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Running back searching for a hole. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll do it himself. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's a good route by the wide receiver. He gets to the middle of the field. I think he just took his eyes off the football.
So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Gets it out quickly. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Bearcats trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Caught in the backfield, it's Pryor. Touchdown, Bearcats! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Miami, Ohio has it back. The RedHawks offense heads to the field. Leaves it with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Finn. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Reynolds. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
The RedHawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Tight end now in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. At the 35, he's loose. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Bearcats. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT makes it 14-6. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing.
Number 99, set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Back to throw, it's Finn. Got it set up on the outside. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And the RedHawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give to the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Power football with the run. Nice move to keep running. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Working that left side now. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Motion from the wideout. They'll ride the hot hand. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. They're working that left side. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. Catch in the middle, it's Caldwell. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down.
Breaks into the open. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
The Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Bearcats have taken it inside the 20. The give to the tailback. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Leaves it with the back. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop them.
Here's a heat. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Pryor. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Lining up for the PAT.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
Number 99, set to kick off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. He's going to take off. Turning it on! To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Reynolds. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Looking for a man. It's Finn. Quickly to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The RedHawks will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. And the RedHawks have moved it inside the 20. Now from inside the red zone. Tight end finds a soft spot. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense, continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And after the extra point, it's a one-possession game, down 21-13. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. They still need a touchdown and two-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. So Cincinnati rings the victory bell and takes home the victory in this old rivalry game against the RedHawks. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.